Well, let's get the latest from Far North Queensland, where the flood clean-up is well and truly underway. Sky News weather presenter Rhiannon Elston joins me now from Port Douglas, which has been left isolated by the floods. Rhiannon, what's the latest on the ground?
Yeah, I'm actually in the small community of Mossman, where residents described a wall of water that moved through here on a Sunday. It first hit the main street, where it swept into many shops and businesses that have now had to close just days before Christmas. And then the water came through here. Have a look at this. This is a residential area, and people have been moving out their possessions today. Here on the verge, we've got people's entire lives. They've got furniture, white goods, children's toys, Christmas ornaments, all being moved out. Now, some of these people in these homes have really lost everything. What we've heard from some locals was that there was very little warning. Those who've lived here for decades say they really didn't have much notice at all, and they've never seen anything on this scale before in terms of the flooding. Now, some residents, particularly business owners, say they feel abandoned by authorities here in Mossman.
Well, in terms of the aid that has been offered to them, do they feel it is enough?
Look, people have said that they are going to get some government grants. They are expecting $1,000 per adult, $400 per child, and there have been some grants being made available for white goods as well. But what we've been hearing is that what people really want is for authorities to visit them here in town instead of focusing on those major centres of Cairns and Port Douglas.
And you mentioned, of course, they had very little warning of what was coming, and I'll talk about the Bureau of Meteorology with my panel in a moment. But it would certainly seem that the Bureau had an idea itself of what was coming hours before it gave any kind of warning to residents. They must be smarting over that.
Well, the Bureau is saying that they did the best they could. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese have backed them up on that. Our meteorologists at Sky News Weather say that some models suggested that this was predictable and that there should have been more notice given to residents. Now, we're hearing mixed pictures here on the ground. Some say there was almost no notice at all. Others say, no, they did have time to evacuate. Some people got messages that they were going to be flooded, but they also said they've seen those messages before when they haven't had any flooding. So it's been a really mixed picture, and certainly a lot of questions to be answered as to whether the right warnings were in place.
Indeed. We wish them all the best. Rhiannon Elston, thank you for your time.